Hi, Lawrence,
Dennis, and Paul.
and today I'll be giving you some tips on how to train your drag flick.
Cool! And how do you do that?
Well, first of all, if
Go
you
into the gym.
are a first watcher, do you know that you could subscribe to our YouTube channel? Or
Some
ring the
people
bell to do for the notification.
And also put a comment in the comment section.
and put a comment in the comment, but also like already the video because it's a good one.
The possibilities are endless.
Alright, so we are doing a video about some training tips for your drag flick. If you haven't seen the drag flick tutorial video, it's a long time ago already.
Probably the only one. 2 years.
Like 2 years ago, I
Yeah.
think. 2 years ago?
One of the first was.
Oh, one of the first. I basically explain how to do the drag flick, and now we're going deeper in if you have already been doing it for several times. I'm giving you some tips on the training part. And what we see actually with drag flickers, me myself, the first part is, well, you get a lot of quick injuries or some back pains or some elbow pain. So actually the first tip already for me is, or for the person at home, is already to do some physical training for yourself. I'm 32 years old in this video. Maybe if you're watching it for 2 years later, I'm already 34, whatever. But I have a lot of back pains, and that's because with the drag flick you're making actually a unnatural way of movement with your back, which can probably hurt doing it if you do it a lot of times. So a tip for you guys is do some planking actually every day, because that's very good for the back muscles. Well, do it like twice for half a minute or a minute every day. Actually, I'm doing that already, but that's more because my physiotherapist is saying that I should do it. So that's actually already tip number one for your physical part of the training. Also, train your arms a little bit in the gym. Shoulders are very important because, well, if you want more power in it, then you have to make that movement. So hit the gym at some point during the week next to your training. Dennis does that a lot, so call him if you want some training for him. But that's actually already tip number one. Hit the gym for a point. Now comes actually the more training part on the field. What you see a lot actually is that well, drag flicking is a technique, which is very important that you take the ball with you. Otherwise it's not really a drag flick, it's more of a push. So the important part of the technique is that you bring the ball with you and then drag it on goal. But a lot of people already have some issues with dragging the ball or bringing the ball with you. So I've got a very simple exercise or tip or training. So to train the part that you're actually dragging the ball with you, very easily, just drag flick 2 balls at once. From that point on, you have to eventually bring 1 ball more up with your stick towards the goal. So the part that you're training and flicking the ball is actually a bit harder because you have to drag now 2 balls. If you do that like 2 or 3 or 4 times before your normal drag flick training, then you're already training also the part with the power, because it's 2 balls that you're doing, but also the part that you need to drag flick the ball at once, that it's flipping off your stick, because you're doing 2 balls at once. So that looks like the following part actually. 2 balls, just drag flick it. And then it goes towards goal. Do that like 2-3 times. Tip number 2. Go. Also, what's very important for drag flicking is that you keep your body low. And that's the way that you can get more power behind the ball. So very important from that point is that you already start very low. A tip for then the drag flickers is just put your stick right above it, and you need to drag flick it under it. Well, at that point, keep staying low. Do that for several times. The body position will keep staying low. Power will be automatically going low behind the ball. And from that point, the person will stay low. Again, Paul. Right. So that was tip number
3.
Is it 3? Okay. All right.
3. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
All right. And then actually tip number 4. And well, now we're going actually with the part of the training. So Dennis, you can move towards the goal.
If you're already subscribed, ring the bell. Follow us on Instagram as well.
From this point on, it's the training itself. Eventually, on goal, you got 3 positions where you can score normally, which is very common to score at. So you got the right upper corner. So the lower is for the linesman. That's always a harder part to score, but the upper corner right is a bit easier. You got the left uppercut, but between the stick and the head of the goalie. That's actually the part that you should aim at. And you've got the low left corner on the or the right corner for the goalie. Those 3 spots you can practice for yourself. So you got 9 balls, 3 balls for each corner, and set your target that you have to score once at one of the 3 corners for the next 9 balls. Yeah, that's actually the mindset of how you should score 1 out of 3 at every point. For every drag flick, 1 out of 3. Yeah? So we got the right upper corner. Nope. Okay, so that was the right upper corner. Not good enough. So you have to keep training it for yourself. Now we got the left upper corner. Nope. Left low corner. One out of 3. All right. Oh. So, actually, for those the very simple tricks and tips to train your drag flick. Otherwise, it's just doing it a lot. So you got the first part. Physically part, train your body, train yourself, train your muscles.
Clever.
Yeah, you need the dragging part that you have to train with the 2 balls.
Good bolas.
Keep your body low to have more power behind the ball. And eventually it's a mindset and aiming part. Keep yourself on a 1 out of 3 part for each part or each corner that you have to score in. And that's the mindset that you have to train yourself, because well, it can be a lot of pressure for yourself. You're the one on the top of the D. They're running through 3 persons towards you. It could be a very...
Like duck hunt.
Like duck. It could be like a very intense moment for yourself. So keep that in mind, the 1 out of 3. That makes a big difference for your training.
Yeah.
Oh, you did already that, huh? Thank you for watching.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.